let's start then. So, welcome to today's flight from Rossi Field to Tallahassee International. The weather is kind of shaky a little bit. We have warnings of light to medium thunderstorms with rain in the area, but just, we are on the edge of it, so we might be able to kind of stay clear of it. The forecast, like proc chart, is looking like this. So we have some probability of rain in this area. Current METARs at our origin is broken clouds at 4,600 feet. The temperature is quite high, 28, and we have great visibility though and some light winds. Our current destination, the weather is very similar. I would say almost identical, although we don't have a ceiling layer yet. However, the forecast after 20 Zulu calls for, and I do hope this is kind of a mistake, that we are not expecting like 87 knots of winds. I seriously hope, but might be due to the storm. Let's see what happens there. This looks like incorrect. We have a warning of thunderstorms in the vicinity here, and some cumulonimbus clouds there. So if the weather looks really bad, we still have an option like to turn someplace else if it comes to that. So let's go to the actual weather here, and let me just refresh the link for the weather. So at 19 Zulu, which is in 20 minutes, the prediction is quite alright, I would say. Just a few clouds and basically no wind. Maybe it's just the silence before the storm. At 20 Zulu, there is already convective like warning outlook. So we should, it's valid like for 4 hours. Should be landing just before that, hopefully, for someone slower maybe after. But the clouds are still predicted quite good. Just a few clouds at 6,000 feet. And then if we come closer, like further, like 21 Zulu, which is in 2 hours and 20 minutes, we can see some cell probably approaching. Yeah, so that is it's after we land. We should be quite fine. As far as the wind goes, at 6,000 feet, the prediction at 19 Zulu is just 10 knots headwind. 3,000 feet, just same basically, and surface very light winds, overly like from the west. Okay, I believe that's quite it. So apart from the thunderstorm warnings, we are good to go. We might be in for a ride then. We do have a possibility if it comes to that. We see the clouds and how they develop. Kind of maybe steer, here. Seems that maybe there is some nicer area compared to the west. Right, so that's for the weather. Do I have, is the quality now better?
It was for me.
Okay, good. So let's introduce our two fields for today. The departure is a Rossi Field. We landed there last time, and it's a small private field just south of the Lake City Gateway Airport. Here you can see it from the aerial map. It has a turf runway, and basically some houses, and I don't think that they ever saw such many aircraft on the field at once ever. So we'll be the first. This is part of the sectional where Rossi Field is depicted here. Next we have Lake City, and we will be going west. The arrival today destination is Tallahassee International. It has two runways perpendicular to each other. They do not cross though. And one very nice feature is this lake, like nesting in the wedge of the runways. Might be our, well, the airport should be visible quite enough, but if not, then we can see that we have the lake there. We don't have any very important remarks or data for the simulation purposes, so let's move to the route. The route today is, well, at least the route I planned, you might have a different one, is quite simple for today. I elected to basically follow Interstate 10, which goes from Lake City all the way to Tallahassee. And I've selected a few like visual points along the way, so I can cross-reference and keep track of this. Just after takeoff, there is very small lake here that we were gonna fly over, and then we have some intersection of the roads there, might be visible. There's another small lake just north east of it. Then we follow that to this intersection of Interstate 10 and 75, and then turn left and basically follow the Interstate 10. Here we have the city of Live Oak, or town of Live Oak, and another intersection which should be visible. Next user point is the power plant. There's a power plant, and again some roads that cross it. This reporting point is a bigger lake in the area, should be easy to spot from the air. Another intersection here. From here I'm hoping I will be seeing the radio transmitter or whatever that is in the simulator, and with the we'll have VFR add-on. I believe it would be propagated as a radio tower or radio transmitter. Then we continue further. And then there's again very small lake. We should have quite a big lake, in front of us before turning to the airport, and it might be visible already from the air. We'll see how the conditions are. It's important that since we have a lot of intersection and so on, that you know your true airspeed, you prepare your navlog, and basically also time those lags to be sure that what you are seeing is what you are expecting to see is the things you are seeing. Alright, we have a Delta airspace here. We will be basically departing as soon as we take off. We are in the Delta airspace, and Tallahassee is Class Charlie. We do have this area that is a Live Oak military operations area. As we already checked last time, its floor starts at 8,000 feet. I do plan to fly below that. Alright. Next we have a departure. The winds are currently favoring runway. The runway was 30. So runway 30, so I expect to depart straight out. Means that you take off and you climb straight out on the runway heading. If we had a controller, it would be very nice to actually call them beforehand and inform them that, or establish two-way communication and tell them that you will be taking off from runway 30. As you can see, if you depart straight out, you might eventually cross the departure or arrival, path of their bigger runway. So maybe when we take off and we reach 1,000 or 1,500 feet, we turn slightly left to avoid, intersecting the extended center line. Listed the radio clause here as always. Feel free to download the file and check it. Since we are at the departure, and today we have not very short runway, it has like 3,500 feet, so it's quite long, but it's a turf runway, so and it's very hot day, so the performance will be definitely diminished. So let me just bring you or take you through the planning that I did for takeoff to see if I am able to take off. This is the table from the POH of my aircraft, and it says a weight, takeoff speed, pressure, altitude, and then these are temperatures, -20, -10, 0, and so on. And it lists what should be my ground roll and total distance when cleared, when I'm like 50 feet above the ground. So my current takeoff weight would be almost 5,000 pounds. So 5,000 pounds is almost this one. So I'm gonna use 5,100 section. The pressure altitude is let's say around 0 or between 0 and 1,000. Let's see what is the pressure altitude for takeoff. 183 feet is the elevation of the field. The altimeter or the altimeter setting is 3004, which is 0.12 higher than is the standard. So it means that my elevation is actually, like, pressure altitude is actually about 300 feet. 0.12 means 120 extra feet, if I calculate right. So 300 feet. So if I look here, and just to be on the safe side, I will use numbers for 1,000, right? Then temperature is almost 30 degrees. So it says to me that my ground roll is 1,750 feet. Then there are some conditions that I use. And I can decrease my distance by 7% for each 10 knots headwind. Today, the headwind component is 6 knots. So let's say that I can maybe decrease my distance by 3%. So if I bring up my calculator here, and if I use this generous number 1,750, or let's actually see the total 50 feet of calculating that, because we have some trees at the end of the runway. So to 130, and I can decrease that by 3%, so times 0.97, it's 2,000 feet and something. And then I need to increase total distance by 7.9% for operation on firm dry sod runway, which is this one. I'm not on a concrete or asphalt. This is a turf. So then I need to do times 1.079, and my total clear distance should be 2,200 feet from the beginning, like 50 feet clearance. Since the runway is 3,500 feet long, I know that I can take off. And let's see what it calculated for me. It actually calculated, because I don't have a proper information here. I am very light. I should have 200 pounds more, something like that. And in case it calculates 1,800, so a little bit less, because I did use higher numbers every time I looked at here. Right, so that's how you can do a takeoff calculation. Some other time we'll do probably some different calculations, maybe climb or something like that. So let's go back to the presentation. So that's the departure. En route, if we don't have ATC, then of course aviate, navigate, communicate. As always, keep track of your progress. Make sure that you positively identify your fixes that you planned both by looking out the window and by timing. And since we are VFR, you are responsible for separation from all other traffic, so watch for the traffic all the time. And of course, enjoy the views and prepare for arrival. If we did have an ATC, there are some example calls that you can make to, for example, pick up flight following. The arrival, all that is depicted here, like this track, that only applies if we don't have ATC. So if we treat that as an untowered field. If we do have ATC, we should contact them latest at 20 nautical miles away from the airport, so they can sequence us in or basically plan for our arrival. And there again, examples of the calls. For example, Tallahassee approach, November 123 Alpha Bravo is a type Cessna 152 Slant Alpha, 20 miles to the east at 3000, full stop at Tallahassee International with information Foxtrot. Something like that. If we do not have an ATC, then it's gonna resort to the class Golf airport basically, and we need to announce ourselves as is normal on VATSIM. In that case, I would do the standard arrival into runway, and I count that with the fact that we will use runway 27 based on the forecast of the winds. So since we are coming from, or I am coming from the north, I would overfly the airport perpendicular to the runway, midfield, 500 feet above the pattern altitude. That means 1,600 feet for this case. Fly at least 2 nautical miles, then do a teardrop entry into the left downwind. I would descend to the pattern altitude while making that turn. So do not start descent until you start making that turn after 2 nautical miles. How do you know that it's 2 nautical miles? Again, if you're doing 120 knots, then it's 1 minute of flying. If you're doing 60, it's 2 minutes of flying. If you're doing 90, it's 1.5. And then you join a left downwind and just land. If I look at the picture of the Google picture, for runway 27, there are like good referencing points as to the downwind lag, because if I draw the line where this Loni is written, so it's like the northern part of this lake, it's basically 1 mile from the runway. And this point, when you come over the lake, it's time to do the base turn. Basically, this river is very good, to do the base turn, and then final. So very good referencing points here. Also, it means that when you are overflying this, you know that when you are at the abeam the lake, you're still like halfway before you should start descending and turning right. So it's always pays to actually at least do a little bit of research if you can use some landmarks or not. So that's arrival, and yeah, that basically concludes the briefing for today. If there are no questions, feel free to ask anything.
Yeah, what is when you do the call sign, the slant, what does that stand for?
Slant, that's like this. Okay, how do I explain it? I can show you here. If I do my flight plan, then my equipment suffix. So you do like, slant alpha or slant golf. So this character is like called slant in aviation. I don't know why, but it is. So basically saying the controller that what equipment you have.
That works. Thanks.
Okay. As is a custom already, I will be streaming that flight on Twitch. I do recommend, or I do suggest that you fly. If you cannot or don't want to, you can watch my stream. And I will be also here on Discord, so any questions that arise during the flight or after, I will be happy to answer as well. Alright, happy flying then, if there are no other questions right now.
I contact the Jacksonville approach controller, and he does not provide service for our class data, so I asked already, and no, he doesn't.
What? We have control? Yeah, that's approach.
No, we don't. I
Yeah.
just asked the guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Okay. Okay.
he does not.
Okay.
We're pretty close, but he doesn't.
Okay. Thanks
He's
for
teasing
asking.
us.
Yeah. So thank you for asking. In any case. Yeah, he's teasing us exactly. There's just this, wedge in in the space just for us.
Yeah.
How many aircraft do we have? 6 aircraft. Very good. All right, so see you at Tallahassee.
Happy flying.
Happy flying.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right, so today's flight from Rossi Field to Tallahassee International. Let's start with some cockpit pre-flight. So we have control logs are removed. Parking brake is set. All switches off. Okay, so let's see. Navigation is on, so let's switch it off. For that, I of course need to start my SPAD next, so can click it for now. Mouse. All the switches off. These are off. Off. Very good. Off. Nice. All circuit breakers are in, so let's just verify that. Doesn't seem to be very visible if they're popped out. All right. Voltmeter selector to battery. Right. Landing gear switch is down. Is down. Left fuel selectors, left main.
Actually, I'm not sure if I should wait with the backtracking until you've taken off, Christian.
I'm not sure either, but I guess the width of the runway is like more than enough, I guess.
Is there a place like next to the runway for taxiing? Maybe.
Kind of looks like it if you like stay on the left.
Okay, guys.
I guess there's enough space.
Okay, so it's up to you how you handle that. I would probably taxi, on the left side. Or if you agree that, more of you backtrack and then kind of exit the runway at the end of it or at the beginning. And, then allow one another to take off. Might be also good.
You're breaking up a bit again, Thomas.
Yeah, I believe it was just that the voice was not activated correctly when I was speaking. I'll just lower my input sensitivity so it activates sooner. Okay, so left fuel selectors left main and right fuel selector right main, good. Trim tab controls set for takeoff, so that is there. Battery switch on. I don't have any sound, so let me just fix that quickly. It's not good. Okay, now I have sounds. The battery switch is on. Navigation and anti-collision lights, check operations. So just switch beacon and navigation. And let's check from external view. They're working. Beacon's working, navigation lights working. Very good. Fuel gauges, check quantity and operation. Fuel gauges indicate full. I don't have any fuel in auxiliary, so it should read 0. That's good. The wing flaps down 15%. Pitot heat on 20 seconds, then off. So let me select it on for 20 seconds. So it has time to heat up, so we can then select check it. Okay, let's put it off and battery switch to off. Okay, then we are outside the plane. We remove the pitot covers. We do all the walk around, check the pitot heat that it was working, check that all the surfaces are undamaged and properly fastened. So now, before starting engines, so cabin door is latched and secure. Control locks again removed. Brakes set. Fuel selectors are on main tanks. Both of them, yes. Landing gear switches down, yes. Mixtures full reach. Propellers full forward. And throttles open 1 inch, so just like this. All switches are off, yes. Circuit breakers in, we already checked that. Battery and alternators on. Okay, so battery and alternators on. Landing gear position indication 3 lights. I see 3 green, yes. All warning lights press to test, so let me press the lights. See that they are working. And that, okay, I believe they are. Altimeter and clock set, so altimeter is 3004. So 3004, and it should read about 183 feet, which is good. Alright, a fuel quantity again check, it looks good. External lights as required, so yeah, beacon and navigation lights, that's good. Alright, so now we have starting the engines. So propeller is clear prop, magneto switches are on, so we'll just switch
Clear
on.
prop!
Clear prop, yes. Left engine start, so primer switch left and starter button press and hold, then auxiliary fuel pump to low, and then we adjust throttle. So starter switch and start the engine. Fuel pump low, clear the pipes, and we maintain RPM between 800 and 1000. About there. Okay, all pressure good. Looks good. Right engine, the same procedure. So selector, started engine,
Jacksonville Center is now online.
and a fuel pump. And check that the oil pressure is alright. Reduce power a little bit, 900 RPM, very good. Alright. Then I will lean a little bit, so I save the spark plugs. Okay, and before taxiing, so avionic master switch, it goes on. Avionics are set, so we don't really have anything special today. Okay, so the transponder 1200 or 1200 Unicom is selected, very good. I'll just switch for just switch pages here. Good, and timer. I reset, very good. Also, let's reset these timers.
Rossi Field, traffic scale 53908, Papa, departing runway 30, straight out departure, Rossi Field.
Alright. Lights is required to cabin temperature. Okay, so we don't need heating, but we might need some cooling. So let's just not heat. And good. Okay. Brakes, release, taxiing, throttles is required. Okay, so let's go taxi. Rossi Field traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo Twin Cessna by the house, taxiing to runway 30 on the grass. Rossi. Okay, nice takeoff. And while we are at it, I'll just prepare this to a better format. Open the with my navigation lock. Okay, the wind is kind of just started, so my flight is tracked. Of course, I'm not gonna reference it during the flight. I'll actually generate a slightly new navlog for over altitude, because might be that there are some clouds.
Rossi Field traffic, Skyhawk 5398, Papa, 1,500 climbing 3,000, departing to the west, final call, Rossi Field.
Okay, so like this, the better way. It maybe yes. User fixes stay the same, of course. Top of climb moved. Top of descent moved as well. Right. Okay, so first is a 299er, 299er. Let's set it. It's basically runway heading. Right. So before takeoff, parking brake set. Parking brake set. Fuel quantity. Again, enough fuel. Recheck on main tanks. Yes. Alternate air controls. It's in. Cowl flaps open. Yes. Elevator rudder, aileron trim set for takeoff. So I'll just do that. Set. Avionics, wing flaps up. Avionics and radios are set. Flight instruments set. Auxiliary fuel pumps are low. Yes. Flight controls free and correct. So if I turn left, it should raise. Good. Looks good. Elevator seems to be working, and rudder is working as well. So engine around throttles 1700 RPM. Good. Alternators check. So let's check the alternators that they're working. Right, left, very good. Vacuum system in the green. Magnetos, let's check magnetos. So let's switch to off. Good drop, switch them back, wait. The other two. Good drop, switch them back. Propellers check, feathering to 1200 RPM, then return to full. Okay, almost. Now let's return them. Mixtures, check reach. Okay, checking reach. Engine instruments, checking green arc. Everything is in green. Throttles 1000 RPM. Quadrant friction lock adjust. Okay, it's not for me here. Okay, ice protection equipment, no parking brake release, exterior lights is required, so we'll be doing strobe lights today. Right, so normal takeoff. Let's go. Rossi Field traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, taking off runway 30, straight out departure. Rossi. Okay. Runway looks kind of short, so let's hope we'll be able to clear it. Based on my calculation, we should. So let's set the brakes. Let's add full power. And release. Airspeed is alive. Gear up. Okay, this is not good. I need to fix this issue. I don't know why it does that.
Rossi Field traffic, November 842 Alpha Yankee, taking off runway 30, straight out departure, Rossi Field.
Okay, I forgot to start the timer. So let's do that now. Alright, reduce engine power to the climb power. And this is the line that we should cross. Good. After takeoff, landing gear, yeah, retract. Okay, let's try to concentrate on flying. Gear is up, wing flaps up. Auxiliary fuel pumps, I can turn them off. So let me turn them off. Okay, cruise power, yes, 2500 RPM. Airspeed. Good, cal flaps, auxiliary fuel low. Okay, propeller synchronous. Okay, okay, so that's working fine. We'll be reaching that 3000, but I believe, yeah, let's stay at 3000. Time of the climb should have been like 2.3 minutes. I believe we are kind of there. So let's look at the map. Yeah, we should be. Okay, plan it a little bit more, but that will at least allow me to accelerate. Let's reset that timer. So let's do accelerate.
Rossi Field traffic, November 842 Alpha Yankee, heading west at 2500, climbing to 4500, final call for Rossi Field.
Okay, let's adjust the mixtures. Right, Alright, so next leg just 2.6 minutes. Let's look for the intersection, might be this one. Okay, going to slow down a little bit, but not much. Yep, there should be like, might be this one, or not, it should be there. So it's gonna be this one actually. Before we have another leg, good. Right, so let's add the power back. And when I reach that, the proper cruise portion of the flight begins. And it's gonna be 297. Right, 2.5 minutes. And this is the road we now follow. So let's keep our eyes on it. Let's add a little bit more power so we fly faster. And now it's 4 minutes to Live Oak. Which means there 4 minutes. But we would need to be a little bit faster for this to be 4 minutes. We are very close to the ground, so our performance of course suffers from it. You can see that we are able to climb a little bit higher because it's kind of clear. But we don't need to. Let's stay here and let's just add a little bit of power. And let's recheck that we don't have any controllers. Oh, we have JAX Center. Let's see. Let's see, 135975. 135975 was it? Okay, 13575. Oh, it was 925, okay. My bad.
Southwest 2972, Diego and altimeter is 3004, winds 180 at 9er, expect a visual approach runway 20. 20. Perfect, 20.
There's an ATC for Tallahassee online now.
Oh, nice.
Jacksonville Center, Oscar Kilo Golf
nice.
Charlie Romeo with a VFR request.
Also, the Jacksonville approach controller contacted me.
Golf Romeo, Jacksonville Center, go ahead.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, I'm a twin Cessna 310 Slant Alpha. I'm currently about I would say 5 miles east of the Savannah County, 2 for Juliet at 3,000 feet. I would request flight following to Tallahassee International.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, Jacksonville Center, squawk 1052.
Squawk 1052 for Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. And we have the road here. Let's keep following it.
Twin Cessna Golf Charlie Romeo, your radar contact as reported. Maintain VFR. Local altimeter is 3001. You have multiple targets ranging between 2,500 and 5,000 near you, all heading westbound.
Thank you, altimeter 3001 for Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay, so let's change the altimeter. Alright guys,
Southwest 29,
so I
72,
asked for a flight following
3,000.
and got it.
Not yet, but I'm going to request in a few minutes, I think.
Alright, so 4 minutes is all gone, and I was so busy with communicating and forgot about navigating. So let's see, the road is bending south, which it should. So let's just fly the new heading of 291 right now, and then we'll just add the times together. And I'll keep a lookout for that plant, which I should be having here. So 4 minutes plus 4.3, altogether 8 minutes and something.
Jacksonville Center, November 91 Bravo Charlie with a VFR request.
And we have the intersection, is this one.
November 901 Bravo Charlie, Jacksonville Center, squawk 1041.
1041, 901 Bravo Charlie.
Jacksonville Center, November 6529 Lima with the VFR request.
November 6529 Lima, Jacksonville Center, squawk 1057.
1057 for November 6529 Lima.
Cessna 1 Bravo Charlie, your radar contact 25 miles south of the Valdosta VOR. Maintain VFR. Go ahead with your request.
Maintain VFR, requesting flight following to Tallahassee, 901 Bravo Charlie.
1 Bravo Charlie, roger. The local altimeter is 3001.
So might this be
3001, 901 Bravo Charlie.
I'm still 1 minute short, so it shouldn't be, and I'm flying a little
Scout
bit
29
slower.
Lima, your radar contact 25 miles south of the Valdosta VOR. Go ahead with your request.
And this is the road we should follow. So
I'd like
let's
to
just go.
request flight following to Tallahassee for November 6529 Lima.
29 Lima, roger. Local altimeter is 3001.
01 for November 6529 Lima.
Right, so this is the S.
Jacksonville Center, hello. November 36 Foxtrot is the type Daha Cardiac, about 37 miles east of the Seminar, VOR 2500, request flight following to Tallahassee.
Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, Jacksonville Center, squawk 1066.
Squawk 1066, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot.
Okay, let's record for posterity on the controller. Connor O'Brien.
Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, your radar contact as reported. Maintain VFR.
This will
Tallahassee altimeter is 3001.
This might be a power
Maintain
plant.
VFR and altimeter is 3001, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot.
So let's consider that this is a power plant, poorly depicted in this case. So 850.
And Twin Cessna Golf Charlie Romeo. Traffic is at your 11 o'clock, 2 miles is a Cessna 152, 2,500, same direction of flight.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, I have the traffic in sight.
Golf Charlie Romeo, roger. And Cessna 1 Bravo Charlie, you have 2 targets. Traffic is at your 12 o'clock and 3 miles. A Cessna 172 3000, same direction of flight. Second set of traffic is at your 3 to 4 o'clock in 1.5 miles. Is a Twin Cessna 3500, westbound direction of flight.
Negative contact, looking for the traffic. 1 Power Charlie.
1 Bravo Charlie, roger.
Right, so there we have a traffic.
Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, make a straight in for runway 27. Information Tango is current.
Straight in runway 27 and we have Tango, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot.
Southwest 2972, descend to maintain 2000. Airport is at your 1 o'clock and 10 miles. Southwest 2972, clear visual approach, runway 20.
Okay guys, if there is someone that doesn't request flight following, make sure that you contact the controller at least 20 nautical miles from the airport, because it's a Class Charlie, so it is controlled and you will need to
Delta 1110 Jacksonville Center, hello. Squawk 7207.
7207 going in the box, that's 1110.
Alright, so okay, we are now flying towards this lake.
We are with you, flight level 360.
And we should get there in 7.5
Giant 361, Jacksonville Center, squawk 4074.
Squawk 4704, Giant 361.
Giant 361, squawk is 4074, 4074. Delta 1110, you are radar contact 6 miles west of the Pecan VOR. Maintain flight level 350.
Roger, let's stay level 350, thanks for having us, 1110.
Southwest 2972, wind 180 at 9er, runway 20, clear to land. Giant 361, your radar contact 7 miles southwest of the Pecan VOR. Maintain flight level 360.
Maintain 360, Giant 361.
Southwest 1775, relieving my airspace to the northeast. Washington Center is unfortunately offline. Frequency change advisors is approved. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Right. Seems the area is quite unstable in this area. Sometimes it's bringing me way up.
Jacksonville Center, November 842 Alpha Yankee. Got a VFR request.
November 842 Alpha Yankee, Jacksonville Center, squawk 1032.
1042. November 842 Alpha Yankee.
Alpha Yankee 1032, 1032.
1032. 842 Alpha Yankee.
842 Alpha Yankee, you are radar contact 28 miles south of the Valdosta VOR. Say a request.
Okay, am I in correct position?
Flying over to Tallahassee, November 842 Alpha Yankee.
921 with you at 34,000 feet.
Or did I follow this one by mistake?
Yeah, 2 Alpha Yankee, maintain VFR. The local altimeter is 3001.
3001.
I
842
do
Alpha
believe
Yankee.
I might be following the wrong one.
And who's the other aircraft checking in?
Hello, my friend.
Jacksonville Center, Giant 47 Alpha, flight level 350.
Alright, that was a bad question. I heard Giant 47 Alpha, Jacksonville Center, squawk 1046.
Alright, so
1046 for Giant 47 Alpha.
Okay, and there was one more. Who else was checking in?
PVA
should be
921.
at the lake already, but I don't see
PVA
anything but
921,
this one.
Jacksonville Center, squawk 4006.
Could it be?
Squawking 4006, PVA 921.
It could be. Okay, let's consider it is. And
Giant 47 Alpha, your radar contact 12 miles northwest of the Pecan VOR.
here's a
Maintain
traffic.
flight level 350. I do not have a flight plan for you. When you get a chance, please send one in.
Jacksonville Center received for Giant 47 Alpha will send in another flight plan.
Southwest 2972 to the ramp via hotel, Delta 1, this frequency.
Right, so it's 7 minutes 20 seconds.
And Twin Cessna, Golf Charlie Romeo, you're the faster one in the group here. If you would, just give me your best forward speed, proceed direct to the airport. For now, maintain VFR at or above 3,000.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, I'm sorry I cannot really proceed direct to airport. I don't have a GPS, I'm following the landmarks here. But I will give you best speed as possible.
Alright, Golf Charlie Romeo, no problem. Give me a right turn heading 270.
Alright, I will try to go due west. Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
PVA 921, you are radar contact 7 miles
Okay,
northwest of the
unusual.
Pecan VOR,
Should
maintain
do
flight level 340.
284.
Maintain flight level 340, PVA 921.
Should be doing 284.
Vela 381, your leave airspace to the south. Miami Center is unfortunately offline. Frequency change advised is approved. We'll see you.
Alright, push to Vela 381.
Jacksonville Center, Giant 47 Alpha, have you got my flight plan?
Giant 47 Alpha, yes sir, I have it now, thank you.
Giant 47 Alpha received, thanks.
Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, wind is 270 at 7, runway 27, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 27, and request a long landing. Kodiak 36 Foxtrot.
36 Foxtrot, that's approved.
Long landing approved, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot.
Skyhawk 29 Lima, turn right, heading 290, vectors for sequencing.
Turn right heading 290 for November 6529 Lima.
Okay, so the controller should not give vectors to VFR flight ever. Right, so what it says here, so 6.3 minutes to Monticello. So let's see how Monticello looks like. It's gonna be the town there, and I do...
It's with Cessna at Golf Charlie Romeo, VFR altitude at your discretion.
Okay, VFR altitude at my discretion, Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay, so now I see some big light. Let's see what might be this one. It's gonna be interesting to see what my flight path was, because I believe that definitely not following my navlog as I should be. Now I'm getting back to that to this road. I don't know why that light was kind of not there, or I could not see that at least. So time-wise 6.3, and I should be, this probably will be intersection leading to Monticello.
Twin Cessna Golf Charlie Romeo, make a straight in for runway T7. Information Tango is current, altimeter 3001.
Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo unable. I need to request a right base instead for runway 27.
You need to request a what?
I would like to request a right base approach for runway 27, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Alright, Golf Charlie Romeo, okay. Enter a right base for runway 27.
Okay, we'll enter a right base for runway 27, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo, thank you.
Is there a cloud in the way or something? Because I can't see clouds.
No, there are no clouds, but I don't see the airport, and I can follow the roads as I planned it, you know, to get me to the airport, and I will arrive at the right base by doing that.
Okay, we'll stick with the right base then.
Appreciate it, sir. Alright, so we crossed the Monticello, I will do 7.6 here, and next one will be shorter. Next one is the radio tower, which I already could see there. It's probably not very good visible on the stream.
Jacksonville Center, Kodak 36 Foxtrot, runway 27, vacated at Bravo 6, request taxi to South Ramp.
Kodak 36 Foxtrot, turn left on Bravo, right Bravo 8 to the ramp, this frequency.
Turn left on Bravo, and then Bravo 8
check the
to the
ATC.
ramp, and monitor your frequency, Kodak 36 Foxtrot, thanks for your help.
So 07 winds.
And Skyhawk 29 Lima, you can resume on navigation. If you like 260 heading, we'll bring you direct to the airport.
Roger, I'll fly 260 for November 65, T9er Lima.
Right, so by crossing this, we are like 20 nautical miles from the airport. Okay, so we are at 2 minutes. So now, yeah, we were a little bit faster, and when we fly 281 for 4 minutes, and that should bring us there, so just before the big lake. We can make a turn in. We should be able to start our descent basically there. So let's follow this road for 4.
And Scott 29 Lima, information Tango is current at Tallahassee, altimeter 3001, make a straight in for runway 27.
Roger, I'll make a straight in for runway 27, November 6529 Lima.
It's gonna be a little bit longer than 4.5 minutes, I think. This intersection, and there is the small lake over there in front of the bigger lake.
Giant 47 Alpha, you appear to be just a little bit off course here. What waypoint are you heading direct to right now?
Giant 47 Alpha, direct Foxtrot, Romeo, Oscar, Golf, Zulu, Frog.
Okay, you're direct Frogs. All right, that works out. But for LOA here, I'm going to need you at an even thousands altitude, actually. Do you want to descend to flight level 340 or climb to flight level 360 for Giant 47 Alpha?
Giant 47 Alpha, I'll go down to flight level 340.
Giant 47 Alpha, roger. Descend and maintain, flight level 340.
Descend and maintain, flight level 340, Giant 47 Alpha.
I don't see any road.
Cessna, Golf, Charlie, Romeo, do you have the airport in sight?
I have the airport in sight, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Alright, Charlie Golf Romeo, runway 27, clear to land, wind 270 at 7.
Runway 27, clear to land, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo. Okay. So we go there. So descent, let's do auxiliary fuel pumps too low again. Power, yes, mixtures. Before landing, seatbelts, alternate wing flaps. I will be using them. Landing gear, yeah, mixtures full rich or lean. We will do full rich. Wing flaps down. Okay, we'll be doing full flaps landing this time around. So let's go there. Runway 27. So let's just do that. And let's get down.
Legion 5191, Jacksonville Center, clear to the Hotel Golf Romeo Airport as filed. Maintain 3000, expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is with me, squawk 7647. Legion 5191, read back.
Can do laps 15.
Jacksonville Center, Skyhawk 539er 8 Papa, 20 miles to the east at 4,500. Request full step landing at Tallahassee with information Tango.
Skyhawk 539er 8 Papa, Jacksonville Center, squawk 1013.
Yeah, let's pop the landing gear.
1013, Skyhawk 539er 8 Papa.
3 green. Okay.
Jacksonville Center, JetBlue 1282, 14,000, 15,000 with you.
JetBlue 1282 Jacksonville Center, climb maintain flight level 370.
370, 1282.
Right, let's go full flaps.
Skyhawk 29er Lima, runway 27, cleared to land, wind 270 at 7. Your number 2 behind the Cessna 310 on a 4-mile final.
Roger, I have the Cessna in sight, and I'm cleared to land, runway 27, November 6529 Lima.
Skyhawk 908 Papa, your radar contact is 20 miles east of the Tallahassee
3001 and straight in for runway 27, Skyhawk 908 Papa.
So I'm basically at full power. Doesn't seem to be good.
The Kit Fox aircraft calling at the tail number one more time. Alright, Kit Fox 505 Foxtrot, JAX Center, squawk 1011. And Kit Fox 05 Foxtrot, your radar contact as reported, maintain VFR. Just give me your phonetics for destination, please.
Let's go up.
Twin Cessna Golf Charlie Romeo, welcome to Tallahassee, left turn Bravo, right Bravo 8 to the ramp.
Left turn Bravo and right turn Bravo 8 to the ramp, Oscar Kilo Golf Charlie Romeo.
Jacksonville Center, this is PVA 921. Are you okay if I leave the flight deck for 2 minutes, please?
So, strobes are off.
PVA 921, no problem, just let me know when you're back.
Roger that, thank you.
After landing, auxiliary fuel pumps low during landing roll, so then off. Cowl flaps open, wing flaps up.
JAX Center, November 6529 Lima, I'd like to request a long landing.
Skyhawk 29 or Lima, that's fine.
Long landing approved, November 6529 Lima.
Okay, mixtures for taxing.
Jacksonville Center, PVA 921, back on the flight deck.
PVA 921, roger, thanks. And 05 Foxtrot, if I didn't give it to you here, local altimeter is 3002. Skyhawk 908 Papa, winds are 2707, runway 27, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 27, and request a long landing as well, November 908 Papa.
908 Papa, that's approved.
Roger.
Right, so now we turn right. So I'll place it next to the Kodiak here. Let's go as close as possible.
Blue Streak 5030 JAX Center, loud and clear.
Parking brake set.
Okay, Jacksonville radar, this is Stockholm 210 at flight level 430, tracking Jeep.
Avionic master switch off. All switches except battery, alternator and magnetos off. Okay, so let's do the heating. Heating goes off. Sorry, not heating, but the fan, actually. Then, okay, those are off. Auxiliary fuel pumps are off already. Throttles idle. Done. Mixtures idle cut off. Battery and alternators off. Magneto switches off after engine stop. Alright. Control locks. So let's do control locks. Installed. Yep. Fuel selectors off. Cabin door close, really? Okay, that's when exiting. I can actually open it. So I had like unsuccessful attempts to actually open those doors, like using this. So let's do this one. Unpacks door. Alright. So, and welcome to Tallahassee. I hope to see you again next week for yet another group flight at VATSTAR. I was really glad that we had a Jacksonville controller coming online. It's always good to have some ATC practice when flying. So stay safe or fly safe, and see you next time. Bye bye.